The garage at that time, it developed over the years very much, but at that time the petrol pumps were right on the pavement, and they had extension swing arms which came over the pavement, and you served petrol, the cars being parked in the road and pulled up alongside. I remember very clearly swinging on one of those and breaking the hose and being absolutely drenched in petrol.
But I always remember the first job they gave me down in Tiffany's, in the basement where the goods inwards came in. They said, "Dave, we've kept this shipment of your terrible product for you to unpack so you can see how lousy your packing is." And so I was set to unpack this big delivery of our own product, and it was very, very good. It was very educational.
Slice of our connection with the Brooks Brothers business was growing and purchasing fields of peas which were picked by casual labour, and they were put into, in those days, into 20-pound bags or 40-pound bags, pots of peas as they called them. We also were involved in growing beans, cabbages, and the sort of produce that was grown on farms. There was no pre-packing in those days, and I don't think, as far as farms was concerned, polythene had been invented.
Make clients feel relaxed, for want of another better expression, is when they come into the room and they put their problems on our shoulders, and we try and lift them off their shoulders and make them go away, and feeling that it's been well worth coming, and hopefully we look after them and they're happy with the end result.
But he wasn't a particularly good driver, and he ran into a Midland Red bus at Cradley Heath, and he was entirely his fault, and he was only a little old man, and a great big Indian with a turban got out of the bus and approached him, and he thought that the prudent thing to do was to drive off, and he was hauled before the Smithic magistrates for careless driving and leaving the scene of an accident and all the rest of the stuff. And I was detailed off to go to court with him and see what could be done. And he said, "Michael, I'm sure I can drive all right, but if I'm disqualified, I'd never be able to pass the questions on the highway code. So I don't mind a fine, but do see whether you can avoid me having to take a test."